Hey guys, how's it going? Today I'm doing a little bit of a different video. I've got a plant that I'm repotting here. It's called a Schefflera Actinophylla. I'm pretty sure that's how to pronounce it. I could be saying it a little wrong, but I'm not too worried about it. The common name is an umbrella tree, or a Queensland umbrella, or an octopus tree. And the octopus tree has to do with the flowers they get on them when they're outside and they can actually flower. This thing's probably never going to flower here in my reptile room, but it will still grow very vigorously. It's actually a invasive species in Hawaii and Florida, and the first article I ever read about this plant said that if it's left with too much light in too small a pot for too long, it'll break pots. So I nicknamed this tree here the Hulk. Just because I thought it was cool. You know, big huge green leaves and everything on it, so I thought that was funny. But I'm just gonna pick away at some of the old soil here and trying to raise the root system up a little bit out of the ground. So I'll get on that here. So I figured this video would be a good one to do, since a lot of people who keep reptiles like to do vivariums as well. So it's something I'm interested in doing some more of in the future as well, and I just like keeping plants. I like watching them grow. And since I've had more plants growing in my reptile room, I noticed the air in here is a lot fresher, and it's nice to have that. Considering it is winter here where I'm sitting, I don't get to open the windows in here to let any fresh air in. So having a bunch of plants is definitely a must. But I'm just going around with this little tool I built. It's got the bent end of a spoon on it, just to kind of dig away at the plant. I built this thing so that I could do kind of like bonsai potting and stuff like that. And that's actually where I got the idea to do what I'm trying to do with this tree here. To raise the root system up, because there's some nice big roots up here that will look really cool if they're above the ground. This isn't something that you can do just over one sitting. The last time I raised this plant up was actually a couple years ago, and when I got it, the root system was completely invisible, and then I slowly moved the soil down to this point over the last couple years so that you can just start to see the roots at the top. But I'm going to continue doing this over time, and then it'll have a really cool looking above ground root system. So that's just what I'm doing here. So I'm going to keep going and show you guys what this looks like in a little bit. Okay, so I've finished combing out most of the roots that I want to kind of make more, open like that. I did cut off some big bunches right at the bottom of the pot. You don't really want this kind of stuff because it clogs up the drainage at the bottom of the pot, and the roots don't have any new place to go. So it'll take a little bit of time to recover from this, but it'll grow a whole bunch of brand new roots and really come back, especially because I'm going to be adding some new soil that I'm going to be mixing up right now. Alright, so now I have a bucket here of soil that it's just a tropical plant mix mixed in with some coconut fiber. I like using coconut fiber with all my plants because it has like some anti-microbial kind of functions. It retains a lot of water without feeling moist. I use it in all my moist hide boxes for my leopard geckos too. But it's a fantastic rooting medium, so I like to use it with all my plants. But I'm just gonna, I obviously dumped a bunch of this at the bottom of the pot so that it actually raises the roots up like I said I was going to. Now I'm just gonna pack this around all the edges very gradually so I can get it all to kind of evenly distribute amongst the roots without packing any together too much. I learned about all this reading about bonsais, so that's how I approach all the repotting of my plants, because it's all about creating a really healthy root system in a small amount of space. So any kind of benefit I can give the root system will definitely benefit the look of the plant above the ground. So I'll just finish this up here. Alright, so now here we have the roots looking kind of the way I wanted them. And as you can see, it's definitely starting to look pretty cool. And as I continue on, it's, you know, next time I get to do this, it'll be even more, and more still the next time after that. It'll take a long, long time, but it'll start to look really awesome. And hopefully I can do something different with the top of the tree instead of just having that one single trunk. I hope you guys enjoyed. It's definitely a nice thing having some plants in your reptile room, so thought I'd share with you guys. Have a good one.